Welcome to LearningHubX Maths. Did you know that some numbers are very special? They can only be divided by two numbers in the entire world. And other numbers? They have many divisors. Today we're going to learn the difference between prime numbers and composite numbers in the simplest way possible. So what exactly is a prime number? A prime number is a number that has exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself. That's it. If a number can only be divided evenly by 1 and itself, then it is called a prime number. Let's look at some examples. Take the number 2. The only numbers that divide 2 evenly are 1 and 2. So 2 has exactly two factors, 1 and 2. That makes 2 a prime number. Now look at 3. What can divide 3 evenly? Only 1 and 3. Again, exactly two factors. So 3 is prime. What about 5? Same pattern, 1 and 5, nothing else divides it evenly. So 5 is also prime. Now here's something very important. 2 is the only even prime number. Why? Because every other even number can be divided by 2. And that means they have more than two factors, which makes them composite, not prime. Now let's talk about composite numbers. A composite number is different from a prime number. A composite number has more than two factors. That means it can be divided evenly by more than just 1 and itself. Let's look at some examples. Take the number 4. What can divide 4 evenly? 1, 2, and 4. That's 3 factors, more than 2. So 4 is a composite number. Now look at 6. What divides 6 evenly? 1, 2, 3, and 6. That's 4 factors. Again, more than 2. So 6 is composite. What about 8? 8 can be divided by 1, 2, 4, and 8. 4 factors. That makes 8 composite as well. So here's the key idea. If a number can be divided in many different ways, it is a composite number. Composite numbers have more than two factors. That's the difference. Prime numbers have exactly 2. Composite numbers have more than 2. Now here's a very important question. What about the number 1? Is 1 a prime number? Is 1 a composite number? The answer is 1 is not prime and 1 is not composite. So what is it? Let's think carefully. How many factors does 1 have? Only 1, just 1 itself. And that's the key. Prime numbers must have exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself. But 1 doesn't have two factors, it only has 1. And composite numbers must have more than two factors. But 1 doesn't have more than 2 either, so 1 doesn't fit into either category. That's why 1 is special. It is neither prime nor composite. All right, now let's see if you really understand this. Here's a small quiz. I'm going to show you a few numbers. Your job is simple. Decide whether each number is prime, composite, or neither. Take a few seconds to think before I reveal the answer. Ready? Here we go. To summarize, prime numbers have exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself. Composite numbers have more than two factors. And remember the very important rule. The number 1 is special. It is not prime and it is not composite because it only has one factor. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'll see you in the next lesson.